What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Anime cutscene. No, not an anime cutscene.
Where am I? Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys! Sensei! What should I do?
Oh, there they are. Nanako-chan came around.
Huh? What did you just say?
Haha, got ya.
Nanako-chan's alive?
Are you serious?
Oh.
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen. But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
Nanako-chan.
So, I don't appreciate the bonk I was given earlier. Just saying.
This is amazing!
Miracles do happen. I'm so glad. I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Not fucking it.
Come on! Stop crying, you two!
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about
She's still
Nanako-chan's treatment.
tied.
It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
Pose.
Wait a second, where's Teddy? I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side. Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up once we're outside.
Nanako is fighting hard to survive. You must wait and believe that she will still recover.
Oh, there you are. I forgot to tell you. Don't pull that again, okay? You can't just meet with the suspect like that. Anyway, I came to give you an update on Dojima-san. His wounds opened up a little, but he's treated now and he's fast asleep.
Thank you.
He'll be alright, don't worry. Knowing him, by this time tomorrow, he'll be on his feet and yelling at people again. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, I heard Nanako-chan's on the road to recovery again. You guys were being so dramatic that I got really worried. But this is good news. She'll be well again in no time. By the way, you're all alone at the house now, right? Well, enjoy your freedom while you can. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan will be back soon after all.
You sense Adachi's concern for you. Awkward flashback, shall I?
Well, I better head back. You go home too, before it gets too late. See ya.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
Do you want some fishies?
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, hey.
Oh, it's snow. Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home.
Radioactive
Hey, Yosuke,
snow.
if you find Teddy, don't forget to
Makes you
contact
wish
us,
for a
all right?
nuclear winter.
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow. Man, that Ted. I hope he just went back home by himself. He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Back in Namatami's room, was it really right to stop everyone from what they were about to do? For now, you have no way of knowing, unless you've played this game before and you've seen the other endings. You remember that your cell phone has been off this entire time since you were at the hospital. There seem to be no messages. You go home before you catch a cold. I don't know what that messages thing is. Oh, I'm gonna go home. Unless it's if you're dating Yumi, then she might message you being like, hey, how's Nanako and stuff like that. Maybe. But I have no idea what that is. Also, hey, look, veggies. I'm excited. So, yeah. How's everyone doing? Oh, well, Nana could be alright. Then there's what happened in Nanatami's hospital ward. Snow that started to fall, and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest for today. Everyone doing good? Yeah. The game did warn you that it was going to take a drastic turn. Also, hey, what's up? This.
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
It seems that you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
So, these are all people that you've maxed.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing
Correction.
to listen are
No,
rather
it's not.
different things.
Because we haven't maxed
All right.
Naoto.
Let's go ahead and
Or
think this through
Yosuke.
as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to
She
ourselves.
flashbanged you with her hand.
I'll think as hard as I
God
can
damn
and
it.
try to help.
Come on. We've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
It seems that the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are
A
affected
river
differently.
in a dry
Some travel
land by
fast.
any chance?
Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
You can hear something in the distance. But yeah, so I think with that bit, I think it's all the people that you've maxed and the investigation team, which is why we had the nurse and Shu talking, but no one else, because we haven't maxed anyone else. It seems that you've been sleeping until now. You hear the doorbell ringing. Someone seems to be at the door. Because I think when I did it, I think I had Daisuke and Ko talking.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him
So I had them
anywhere.
maxed by this point. I'm worried. Pizza I ordered.
acting all
God damn
weird
it,
lately.
Eagle. Flashbang
Maurice
pizza.
and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decided to go look for him.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You recall the mysterious dream you had last night. It's maybe a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... there's no use getting worked up.
Yeah, you're right. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before
Only got the
Namatame
pieces
is
to this
transferred
side.
to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case
No,
since,
it was your
something just
memory
doesn't
of
seem
them
right.
talking to
Let's
you.
quickly review the facts. Of all
Because
the
it was
victims,
things they had
only
said
2
to you
were
in the
killed.
past.
Miss Yamano, the announcer,
Being
and
played back to
Saki-san.
you,
From
basically.
the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, Did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the
In a real
Namatame
life
who appeared
story.
on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well,
Now you know
maybe
where they got
he
it
really
from.
was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
Possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? The diary?
But that points straight at Namatame. Come on, man.
The warning letter?
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it,
There
right?
could be another culprit.
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close to you will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Not
Isn't
saved.
that kind of odd? Would
Dun,
someone who
dun.
thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like "don't rescue" or "kill"?
Yeah, and the will
Hmm.
be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first
And you
seemed.
get a culprit, you get a
In
culprit,
Namatame's
everyone gets
parlance,
a culprit.
failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step forward towards the truth. I would say we're getting drive-by flashbangs, but they've parked the car now, so it's just awkward.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Yeah, we've gone from the investigation
this
team
place
to
is off
the
limits.
to the secret seekers of truth.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance
Awfully
in the hospital
convenient.
lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
No, I think you is just taller than
I knew
him,
they were
but no, I see what you mean. He
undermanned,
does look a
but I
lot
didn't
bigger than everyone
expect
else.
it to go this smoothly.
But he's the main character, so you know.
Wow.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
Isn't there a person that sits inside the room as well? Guess not. There was last night. Probably the same dude.
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you. It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case, and to be honest,
Gonna get
there are many in this
swole.
town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh?
Quite chibi size compared to 5. Yeah, well in this it's because 5 is more realistic. It seems that he understands what you're asking. What should you ask him? Yeah, in 5 they're more realistic people, if that makes sense. Whereas in this they are more cartoonish models. Purely because of the hardware limitations and stuff like that. Is saving killing people?
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Who'd you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Did you kill those 2 girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first 2 victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
What should you ask him? Who killed the first 2?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it kind of makes sense to make the protagonists taller than everyone else, because then they stand out. In these situations, I guess. Like, at the minute, the only people you can see on screen fully are Naoto, the main character, and, Shirogane, that's Naoto's second name. What was this dude's name is? I can't remember. Yeah, and you can only see your head because you're that tall. So many killers in this state now. Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
Namatame, that's his name. I knew it began with N. Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Fucking shy next to Naoto. That's fair. I think Naoto is the shortest out of everyone.
All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi.
Good timing.
Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead, and not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatame is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her. and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on, please!
Just for clarification,
next
it was
day,
mentioned that
they found her
Namatame was
dead.
making passes at Saki at some point.
I knew she was
Which
gonna
I'm
be
guessing
murdered,
is that's what they
but I
saw.
couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find
His
her.
heart's in the right place,
It
at
felt
least.
as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent
Also,
any more victims
sorry I'm
from
not
meeting their
talking a
fate?
lot, but I mean,
Was
it's
it my
cutscene
mission to
stuff,
save people?
and this is
But
like
there was a big problem.
big brain
If I
cutscene stuff.
explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably.
But like it's the juicy
It
bit.
seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
He's gonna do a spirit bomb. Quick, lend him your power.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job.
Or else this
I had a
spoilers
large truck,
true.
and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted
He
to
said
know why
three
the
of
ones
you.
I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered.
Did I hear that wrong? I knew that the three of you who I had saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realise how terrible the world was. We've saved 4 people.
But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty.
Never noticed that before.
But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What's done is done.
I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
The other officer's probably standing there like, what? You've taken another step closer towards the truth. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean he didn't murder anyone? Why? You're the ones that brought him in.
Get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow, you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. Right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there for today and pick this up on Monday. Purely because I will tell you what the guide says that we're doing tomorrow. The first thing that we're doing is investigation. Talk to everyone in the Shopping District North, Shopping District South, Junes, and Samagawa floodplain. Ask them both questions. So that alone is going to take a good, like, 20 minutes. And then it's got, like, a whole bunch of other stuff, which is story-based, which is... So, rather than rushing through it all, late stream, unfortunately I can't. I have some stuff happening later. Otherwise I would, probably. So yeah. Because the thing is, they're at that point in the story where you just want to keep playing. And obviously I know you guys want to keep watching and I want to keep playing. But yeah, because I remember getting to this point for the first time and it was like, oh, more please, more please, more please, more please. But yeah, but no, we'll leave it for to be honest, this is a decent place to leave it because it's like we've had everything happen. Hey Danny, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. We're wrapping up now. Excellent timing. You've just missed all the spoiler stuff, and I mean all of the spoiler stuff. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, quick thing. I think we will be able to finish this by next week. That's how close we are. The only thing that might not is cutscenes. I think. Because there are still quite a lot of cutscenes left. Obvious reasons. Yeah, we do go back to normal at some point. Or a couple times actually. But for the most part, it's just cutscenes. So I think we should be able to guess watch the VOD then, that's fair. But yeah, if you're gonna watch any of the streams back, this one's definitely something. It's at least like the last like couple of hours. Cause yeah, that's when it gets pretty intense. But yeah. So thank you everyone so much for joining in today. It's been great having each and every one of you here, as always. Ooh. Yeah. This game's great. I absolutely love this game. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I am. I knew it was coming and it was still hard to watch. But hey, it happened, so there you go. Which obviously we won't say because Danny has just arrived and actually wants to see it, so Yeah, that's a thing. Still not unbonking me yet. That's fine. But yeah, but no, thank you everyone so much for joining in today. As I mentioned, we'll be back to this on Monday. So weekend ideas tomorrow, Dark Souls 2 with new controller. So hopefully this works. I haven't tried it yet. I've tried it on my Switch. I haven't tried it on my PC yet. So might need to try that out. Just to make sure it works. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. Question mark on Sunday, because it's my sister's birthday. So there might not. There probably won't be a full stream tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday. But it depends what we're doing and everything. So yeah, just as a heads up and everything. Yeah, but so we'll see how things go. I'll let you know in Discord and everything, obviously. Yeah, and then back to this on Monday for probably the final week. Yeah, because there'll be yeah, I think at the very least, sorry, at the most, we might finish on like the Monday or Tuesday after. So, but we'll have plenty of time before Persona 5 Strikers comes out, so that's super cool. That's the one thing I was slightly worried about, but I mean, given that's coming out the 26th, I think it is, of February, I think we'll be good. But yeah, so we're getting there, and it's getting interesting, and it gets so much better from here. Yeah, so as always, if you are new to the channel and you did enjoy yourself, feel free to join us. I mean, yeah, feel free to join us by following, because that's a thing you can do, completely free, by the way. It helps you find the channel easier if you do want to hop on back. Like I said, back to this on Monday. Super good stuff coming on Monday. As well as Dark Souls 2 tomorrow and some variety stuff on Sunday, maybe. So yeah, I look forward to that. Yeah, it's greatly appreciated, and like I said, it helps you find the channel easier if you do want to hop on back. Thank you to everyone that's already followed and keeps coming back. You guys are amazing. I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around and hanging out. You guys are amazing. It means a lot that you guys spend your time here and everything, so thank you so much for that. And as always, massive shout out to my subscribers, cheerers, donators, gifters, all that good stuff and everything in between. You guys are insane. I cannot thank you guys enough. It means so much for the ways you guys support me. It means a hell of a lot. So thank you so much for that. As always, social media stuff is all down below. I briefly mentioned Discord a minute ago. You get a notification when I go live in Discord, as well as if I can't stream on certain days or any big changes, I put them in Discord and stuff. But you've also got game requests, sum requests, game voting, game schedule, a whole bunch of other stuff. Great stuff, great people. Be sure to check it out if you haven't done so already. And we also have a YouTube channel down below. Most of our single player stuff is recorded and put up in there in hourly chunks, in playlists, all that good stuff. This included, all of this is up there now, I believe. So if you want to watch the playthrough so far, it's all up on there on YouTube for you, and hopefully this will be up there. Probably not tonight, probably tomorrow. But we'll see. So yeah, I think that's about everything. So thank you everyone so much for joining in today. It's been great having each and all of you here, as always. I hope you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I'll hopefully catch you guys tomorrow for Dark Souls 2, Sunday for maybe variety things, and Monday for more Persona 4 Golden. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye!